Okay guys, so Friday lunchtime, we're at Scooter Crazy, scooter repair shop in Edgeley and Stockport. And who have we got? We've got myself, there's my scoot, we've got Gaz, John, Martin and Tony. And we're meeting here on a Friday lunch because we're off for the weekend, right? And we're on a little ride. We're heading to Rally On Regardless 3, which is a scooter rally organised by the Salford Knights. And never been on this before, neither have any of the lads, so we thought we'd give it a go. And this video is I focused a little bit more on this one instead of the ride there and the ride back and stuff. I focused a little bit more on what goes on at the scooter rally. I've put some footage of the bands on there as well. The bands were absolutely amazing. It was a good weekend. And then me, Gaz and John, we also did a little ride out on Saturday to Llangollen in North Wales. So the ride from home to here was about 40 miles. And then the ride that we did on Saturday was about another 30 miles to Llangollen. We've got some footage of the Horseshoe Pass coming up. We've got the custom show. We've got a lot of live music on this one. And just showing you what the whole rally's about, Rally On Regardless. It was a good event. It was well organised. I'll talk about the pros and cons of this one towards the end, so keep tuned for that. And just pulling into the site now. So it's a place called Manor Farm in Tattenhall, which is just outside of Cheshire in Cheshire, and we're just pulling in now. Hello. I haven't, no. Oh, sugar. Oh. Sorry. I haven't got a ticket, no. £20. 20 quid for the weekend, yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Try not to get your hairs.
Try not to what?
Try not to get the hairs on your arm.
All right. Thank you.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere, nice one.
Careful of the gravel.
Yeah.
Right.
Camp anywhere as well, yeah. Nice one. So that's it guys, we're in. £20 for the weekend, that's 2 nights camping and there's 3 bands on, so I think that's pretty good value. And I think any money they made from this, any profit they made after paying the overheads and the expenses was going to this towards the charity, the Salford Children's Holiday Camp, which is great. And I think at the last count they've made about £1,000 or roughly thereabouts. It may have increased, I'm not sure. But what a great cause, you know, just having a good weekend, making profit for a charity, which is great. And just pulling onto the field now. So when we got there on the Friday, as you can see, it was fairly roomy. It was a big site, big camping field. It went right the way down the back there. But when we got there, it was fairly quiet and there was all this space. So we're just deciding where to put the scooters now. The big 2 sheds there on the left, the old cow sheds, that's where the bar and the band and the seating and the tables were. And the portaloos were around there as well. So that was like the venue, if you like. And what a great way for a farmer just to diversify and make use of his land.
Along there. What about along here? Yeah.
How many scooterists does it take to decide where to pitch your tents? That's the question.
Yeah. Rob?
Filming you, filming me, filming you. Okay, so we've just arrived on the site. It's Manor Farm in Tattenhall, and this is the site for Rally On Regardless 3, I believe this rally is. Right, so got my tent up here next to my scoot, and then we've got Gaz's tent. We've got John, who's sharing with Martin, and we've got Tony. Give you a quick 360 of the site. Not had a look round yet.
One of those places,
just want to say the Sharp Class band, absolutely brilliant. I will be definitely seeing them again somewhere. 3 young lads, absolutely nailed every tune, spot on. Could not fault them. And a brilliant set list too. Absolutely smashed it. Well done, lads.
Mr. Jones got run down. Headlines of death and sorrow, they tell of tomorrow. Madmen on the rampage, and I'm down in the tube station at midnight. Pull out the queen, swallow the gun, pushing the money.
So, as you'll see, there's some nice scoots here in the custom show. All different categories as well, and I kind of wish that I'd put mine in the auto section, because I think there's only about 2, maybe 3 autos there. And I think I would have had a chance of maybe winning, I don't know, but I couldn't do it because we were going on a ride out on the Saturday afternoon that clashed in terms of times, so couldn't do it anyway. But yeah, part of me wishes I'd done it, because the trophies were really nice. They were kind of like big plaques, and they'd obviously, you know, gone for quality rather than just, you know, naff kind of medals or trophies. They were really nice plaques, so well done to anybody that won one. And yeah, I'd just like you to have a look at these scoots. So I've got to be honest and say I'm not a massive fan of the way the Vespa GTS looks, but I love what this guy's done here with the yellow one. I thought he'd done it like pretty cool, and just a bit different really. But as you can see, there's all manner of scoots here, and some really tasty looking machines as well. So just on the left there, you just saw his belly, is Stuart, who's a friend of ours who came along with us. Didn't come on the ride to the venue, but he met us there and stayed the night. And Stuart has got a really cool Stone Roses scoot, which some of you may have seen. And it entered it into the custom show here. And sadly didn't win anything, but he's got a really nice scoot. That's another nice scoot that we often see on rallies as well, the Hacienda scoot, Factory 51. Very cool. But yeah, Stuart's is the Stone Roses one. You'll see it any minute now. So if you look there, the blue and orange scoot with the side panel off, that's Stuart's, and he's done a really, really good job on it. I don't know whether he's done it. I think he did tell us, but I can't remember because I had a few beers at that point. But really, really well done, and very, very tasteful. And if you're a Stone Roses fan, you would absolutely adore that scooter. So just on the right-hand side of Stuart's scooter there, you've got that light blue Lambretta. That's Julie's, and Julie is a friend of a friend, so she's a friend of our friend Mike's, And of course that makes her a friend of ours, right? We're all friends together in this. So Julie entered hers as well. And lovely looking scooter, must admit. Some really nice machines there. Now I think the black and orange Adidas one was the winner of I think it was the best auto. I'm not sure, I don't think there was many others. There's Steve's electric scooter, the Lambretta. He's converted it himself to electric. And Steve, again, was another friend of ours in our little group for the weekend. Came over with Stuart. Now that one there, the Bruce Springsteen, I believe, I wasn't there, but I believe that the Bruce Springsteen won the best in show. So a little bit different. Again, you don't really see many Bruce Springsteen scooters around, I don't think. Maybe that's why it won. Completely original, unique, bit different. And well done to everybody. Okay, so it's Saturday afternoon and me, John and Gaz have just ridden over to Llangollen, about 30 miles, North Wales. And you just heard me shout there as we got to the junction. Shouting John up the front because I'd realised we'd just set off to do this Horseshoe Pass ride. And I wanted to film the ride. I realised that my rear camera wasn't attached. It was still in the bag. So I had to try and get his attention. We pulled over here while I fitted the camera. And yeah, it's just a little awkward there coming out of that junction.
No, I want to record the ride. Forgot to put the back camera on. Sorry, guys. No. We're good. You know where we're going, yeah?
Okay guys, so the rear camera is fitted, it's on, it's working. Just checking that it's working, and we'll have a little bit of rear camera footage later on as well. But for now it's good. So we're heading off up the Horseshoe Pass. We're just leaving Llangollen town centre and we're heading up quite a steep incline here. So I've never been up this Horseshoe Pass before, and I kind of wanted to do it because I know John and Gaz have done it before one weekend, and I'd missed out, and I was quite keen on it, and it looked like a good ride. I'd seen it on YouTube, and it's just a shame it wasn't blue sky and sunny, because I'm sure that would change everything and make it just a little bit nicer. It was just a little bit damp and a bit misty up the top, but nice ride nonetheless. Now on the right hand side there, you see there's a big campsite. I think it's called the Abbey campsite or the Abbey View campsite or something like that, and it's built around the ruins of an old abbey. The campsite. So apparently it's booked up for months and months in advance. It's so popular because it's a really nice location. So if you've stayed on that campsite, pop it in the comments below. If you're local and you know it, pop it in the comments below. We want to know how good is that campsite and why is it booked up for months in advance. So yeah, so we're heading up the Horseshoe Pass. Now you'll see John now shoots off a little bit. He gets up ahead of steam, if you like, and he shoots off into the distance. And when I asked him later, he said because he's on the Lammy and he's going uphill continually, if he doesn't keep the revs up and, like, you know, get on with it, then it's going to slow down, it's going to start spluttering. So he just leathers it up the hill. So there's a little map of the Horseshoe Pass. As you can see, funnily enough, it's shaped like a horseshoe. So we're just heading up the first part here, and we'll take a left here. Further up the road, sweeps round to the left. Now, quite funny because Gaz has got a Royal Alloy GT 125, the orange one there, and it's the same as mine. It's a newer machine, but we've got this thing that he always says that he always feels that his is a bit slower than mine. And I joke with him and I say, well, that's because you eat all the pies, you see. So I'll wind him up, and of course he just gives me short shrift on that. But you can see here, I'm just going that little bit faster than him, so I just get ahead of him, and I get in front of him, and you can see now in the rear camera, I start to leave him behind, right? So he really struggles coming up the hills and stuff. And I have this joke about him eating all the pies. And then we get a bit further on, and I'm feeling a bit of sympathy for him, right? I'm feeling a bit sorry for him, so I slow down a bit on the bends. And I'm thinking I'll just give him a chance to catch me up. Because when you go out on a group ride, or even if there's 2 or 3 of you, it's no fun being left behind, right? Who wants to be left behind at the back? Nobody. So I'm slowing down. You'll hear my engine slowing down a little bit for Gaz. And I'm just kind of, letting him catch me up in his own time. Let him keep attached to the group. Don't want him getting lost. Poor Gaz on his own. And look how he repays me for my kindness. Look, watch this. I'm pretty sure he just gave me the finger as well. Cheeky git. Knows I'm only joking though, right? Just winding you up, Gaz. So just round this bend here, we pull up for lunch at the Ponderosa Cafe, which is just over the summit. I think the summit of this horseshoe pass is about 1,367 feet, if I'm not mistaken. So we're pulling up at the Ponderosa Cafe, and best way I can describe this is it's a bit like a school canteen, right? It's kind of like, it's not self-service, but there's trays of different food laid out, and it's a bit like a canteen style layout, but the food is good food. It's simple, honest food, the kind of stuff you would have got for school dinners, right? You got like things with chips. Like I had a chicken curry and chips for about £7.50. You got chili, you got lasagna, you got steak pie and chips. Good value as well. Big portions, big hearty portions of home cooked food, and it's clean and it's nice. It's good value, right? So if you want a good nosh on your ride, then this is the place to go, the Ponderosa Cafe. You pay far less than you would do in a pub, and the portions are bigger. And I think here I'm just commenting to John that the route that we've just ridden is not dissimilar to the Goit Valley, just up the road from where we live. Very similar landscape, stunning views, spectacular ride. So yeah, all good.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Okay, so we've had our lunch and we're setting off again. Didn't film the lunch. Maybe I should have done. Now, that guy there in the blue t-shirt, he was a local guy who lived at the bottom of the hill. And I think he was saying that he had a couple of old scooters in his garage that he doesn't ride anymore, but he had the coolest t-shirt on. It was all the lyrics from down in the tube station, just randomly mixed up. So must have a look for one of them on eBay or something. Really cool. I liked it. So we're heading off now, back towards camp. So pretty uneventful ride back. I'm going to cut this bit short and get back to camp. Just before we get back to the camp, I think we called in at Tattenhall for a quick shandy. So the village down the road from the campsite was about 1.5 miles down the road from the campsite. We pull up at the pub and just have a quick shandy. And then in the afternoon, late afternoon and into the evening, we had 2 bands on. One was the Odels, who were brilliant female vocalist and a tight band as well. And then after that, we had Special Brew, and both were really good. So stay tuned for those. Just a little bit of footage of each, not much. And then I'm going to wrap up with a summary of what I thought of the weekend. All right.
There.
So just decided which boozer to go in the village for a quick shandy, and then back to camp. So guys, instead of listening to my drunken screaming there, just going to give you a quick summary of what I thought of the weekend. So overall, Salford Knights did a great job of organising everything. The bands were brilliant, first class, couldn't fault them. The venue was great, nice flat campsite. The only thing I would say is it would be good to see a little bit more on the catering side. There was a really good cafe that was good value. There was one burger van, so maybe a couple more options for food would be good. And the cafe was really good. I mean, you got a good full English breakfast for like £6.50, so that was good. And maybe the toilet facilities could just be improved a little bit, because there was only 3 showers for like 3 showers for the gents for several hundred people. So that was a little bit congested in there. But apart from that, it was a brilliant weekend, and looking forward to it again next year. But for me, this is what it's all about. So here is Stuart and John, and these guys have been friends since school, right? Friends since school, scootering since school, and just absolute joy just watching them relive their old memories and dancing away there. And this is what the weekend's all about, you know, good friends, good fun, and good music, just having a good crack. So yeah, great weekend. Guys, thanks for watching the video, and if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. Plenty more coming up. Cheers, guys.